Welcome to Quiz Time. I'm your quiz master, Sean, and I've got 100 fun questions for you about old-timey sayings. Well, I'm old-timey. I should get all of these, I think. Let's have some fun and find out what we know, shall we? Let's begin. What does the old saying, "Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater" mean? Does it mean don't overreact? Hypothalamus? Or discarding valuable things? What's it referring to? Don't discard valuable things. What action does a saying, "A stitch in time saves nine," imply is important? A timely repair, procrastinating, or counting carefully? It means a timely repair is valuable. According to the saying, what should you never count before they hatch? Should you never count your eggs before they hatch? Should you never count your chickens before they hatch? Or perhaps we're referring to ducks before they hatch. Never count your chickens before they hatch. What does it mean to bite the bullet when faced with an unpleasant situation? To avoid it? To delay it? Or to face it bravely? Biting the bullet means to face it bravely. In the old saying, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, what does proof refer to? The process, the recipe, or the result? That means the proof is in the result. What is recommended by the saying, "Make hay while the sun shines"? Does it mean saving resources, planning ahead, or taking advantage of opportunities? It means taking advantage of opportunities. Don't cry over spilt milk is what kind of behavior? Being wasteful, worrying unnecessarily, or dwelling on past mistakes? Don't cry over spilt milk means don't dwell on past mistakes. What does "a watched pot never boils" indicate about the perception of time? Time speeds up, time stands still, or time slows down? That means time slows down when you're waiting for something. According to the saying, what should you never look a gift horse in? Should you never look a gift horse in the eyes, the mouth, or never look a gift horse in the teeth? Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Many hands make light work. Talks of the benefits of prioritizing tasks, working independently, or sharing responsibilities. It speaks of someone sharing responsibilities. What does "when it rains, it pours" mean? It occurs unpredictably, it always follows good luck, or it often happens in abundance. When it rains, it often happens in abundance. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. That describes what kind of people are likely to get attention. Quiet people, demanding people, or hardworking people? It refers to why demanding people seem to get attention. What does "curiosity killed the cat" advise against? Overeating? Ignoring advice? Or is it advice against being overly inquisitive? It means being overly inquisitive. What is being encouraged by the proverb, "An apple a day keeps a doctor away"? Does it encourage daily routines, healthy eating, or getting medical checkups? An apple a day keeps a doctor away encourages healthy eating. saying, "A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush," emphasizes what values? Potential gains? Wild animals? Or having an appreciation for the blessings you have in the present? An appreciation for what you have in the present. What is implied about choices by the saying, "You can't have your cake and eat it too"? Making sacrifices? Is it about wasting resources, or is it about enjoying everything? That saying is about making sacrifices. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. What does the basket represent? Does it represent risk, wealth, or does it represent diversity? The basket represents risk. What does the proverb, "A rolling stone gathers no moss," mean for someone who is always on the go? Does it mean they lack stability? Does it mean they gain knowledge? Or does it mean they accumulate wealth? That saying means they lack stability. In a project, what does "too many cooks spoil the broth" warn against? Does it warn against overplanning, a lack of resources, or perhaps excessive involvement by too many people? It means excessive involvement by too many people. What does "the early bird catches the worm" emphasize the importance of? Does it emphasize the importance of timing, punctuality, or preparation? The early bird catches the worm. That emphasizes punctuality. What is implied by the saying, "You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink"? Does that mean efforts have limits? Does it mean responsibility is shared? Or does it mean guidance guarantees success? Efforts have their limits. In the proverb, "Still waters run deep," which characteristic of calm people is being emphasized? They are simple, they have depth, or they are deceptive. Still waters run deep means people who have depth. What kind of action is discouraged by the saying, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you"? Being selfish, being cautious, or being ungrateful? It's about being ungrateful. What is intended by the expression, "Necessity is the mother of invention"? Leisure, urgency, or creativity? Necessity leads to invention. Urgency. What does the phrase, "If the shoe fits, wear it," suggest someone should do when a scenario fits them? Should they deny it? Should they accept it? Or should they question it? They should accept it. What action is discouraged by the statement, "People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones"? Is it about showing off, taking risks, or is it about judging others? It's about judging others. What is the meaning of the phrase, "Don't put the cart before the horse"? Is it about planning ahead, being spontaneous, or following the natural order of things? Always follow the natural order of things. The phrase, "The devil is in the details," addresses the question of what causes problems. Big plans, minor details, or sudden changes. The devil in the details is about minor details that could mess things up. What does "every cloud has a silver lining" mean about difficult situations? They contain hope, or they pass quickly, or perhaps they are unavoidable. It means the clouds contain hope. What does the saying, "A leopard can't change its spots," talk about people? People can adapt, they remain the same, or they are unpredictable. It means people tend to remain the same. According to "The pen is mightier than the sword," what has greater influence? Words, wealth, or strength? The pen is mightier than the sword means words have greater influence than arms. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Describes that everything has what? Everything has a risk, everything has a cost, or everything has a consequence. It means everything has a cost. What does "you can't judge a book by its cover" mean when it comes to judgment? It means you can't judge a book by appearances, you can't judge people by first impressions, or you can't judge people by past experiences. It means you can't judge people by their appearances only. "Let sleeping dogs lie" is a warning to avoid what? Trusting easily? Avoid New York? Or revisiting unresolved issues? Revisiting unresolved issues. "Rome wasn't built in a day" emphasizes the importance of what? Patience, hard work, or efficiency? "Rome wasn't built in a day" emphasizes the importance of patience. Regarding indecision, what does "he who hesitates is lost" mean? It ensures safety, it leads to failure, or it prevents mistakes? It means it leads to failure. What does the saying, "A fool and his money are soon parted" imply about ignorant people? Does it imply they save well? Does it imply they invest wisely? Or does it imply they lose wealth quickly? It implies they lose wealth quickly. What does the statement, "Actions speak louder than words" mean? Does it mean words are powerful? Actions should be trusted? Or does it mean actions are more convincing than words? It means actions are more convincing than words. What kind of behavior is discouraged by the saying, "Don't bite off more than you can chew"? Is it about being ambitious? Is it about taking on too much? Or is it about overestimating others? It means don't take on too much, more than you can handle. What does the saying, "Beauty is in the eye of the beholder" mean in terms of how people view beauty? Does it mean it's universal, that beauty is subjective, or it varies by culture? It is subjective. What does the saying, "The grass is always greener on the other side" imply? That you should seek perfection? That you should envy others' situations? Or you should appreciate what you have? "The grass is always greener on the other side" implies you might be envying other situations. What does the phrase, "Jack of all trades, master of none" describe about a person's skills? Does it imply they lack depth, that they are innovative, or they are highly skilled? It describes someone who lacks depth in any one discipline. What does "what goes around comes around" mean in terms of actions? They are delayed, they are inevitable, or they are reciprocal? It means actions are reciprocal. "Good things come to those who wait" emphasizes the value of what? The value of patience, the value of optimism, or the value of persistence? "Good things come to those who wait" emphasizes the value of patience. What does it saying, "Don't cross the bridge until you come to it," warn against? Does it warn against taking risks, planning ahead, or does it warn against worrying prematurely? It warns against worrying prematurely. What is the possibility that all that glitters is not gold speaks of? Relying on luck, trusting strangers, or overvaluing appearances? It warns against overvaluing appearances. What does "every dog has its day" mean that everyone will go through? Luck, change, or success? Everyone will experience some sort of success. What does a saying, "better late than never," imply about accomplishing something late? You're doing it wrong? It's better not doing it at all? Or about being unprepared? Better late than never means it's better than not doing it at all. What quality is emphasized by the statement, "Honesty is the best policy"? Does it emphasize the value of integrity, ambition, or caution? And it emphasizes the quality of integrity. What does the saying, "One man's trash is another man's treasure" mean in terms of worth? One's waste is another's wealth? Value is the same for everyone, or some things have no value? It means one person's waste is another's wealth. What does the saying, "Birds of a feather flock together" mean in relation to people? That people are adaptable? Or they group by similarity? It's a 50-50 here. It means they group by similarity. Which of the following old sayings talks about assuming outcomes? "A stitch in time saves nine," "A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush," or "Don't count your chickens before they hatch"? About assuming outcomes. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Which of the following sayings talks about being too inquisitive? "Curiosity killed the cat," "The early bird catches the worm," or "A penny saved is a penny earned"? Curiosity killed the cat. How does the phrase, "barking up the wrong tree," describe someone's behavior? Does it mean they are lucky, they are mistaken, or they are persistent? It primarily means they are mistaken, but they could be persistently mistaken. That's possible. The old saying, "A rolling stone gathers no moss," says that what is prevented by constant movement? It prevents growth, wealth, or stability. It means constant movement prevents stability. How does "too many cooks spoil the broth" relate to collaboration? It ensures success, it is always efficient, it can lead to failure. It means it can lead to failure. What does the old saying, "Hurry up, we're burning daylight" mean? Does it mean to work faster, to relax and enjoy, or does it mean make sure you rest during the day? Hurry up, we're burning daylight. That means we need to work faster. The saying, "You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink," indicates what limits? The limits of freedom, the limits of persuasion, or the limits of leadership? It indicates the limits of, ignore that. It means the limits of leadership. What does "a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush" emphasize? Ambition, adventure, or present possessions? It emphasizes present possessions. What does the phrase, "Don't cry over spilled milk," imply is useless? Seeking revenge? Correcting the past? Or complaining about mistakes? Don't cry over spilled milk. Don't complain about mistakes. What's done is done. Move on. What is meant by out of sight, out of mind, to be easily forgotten? Old habits? Unseen things? Or distant friends? Out of sight, out of mind. That means unseen things are easily forgotten. What does "the squeaky wheel gets the grease" imply about people who get attention? They stay quiet, complain, or those who help others? The people who get attention are the people who complain. What is implied about happy experiences by the statement, "All good things must come to an end"? That they are rare, that they are fleeting, or that they are permanent? It means good times are fleeting. What does the old saying mean? Strike while the iron is hot. Does it mean we should let it happen? We should act quickly? Or we should wait for the right time? It means we should act quickly and also at the right time. What slows under close observation, according to the saying, "A watch pot never boils"? Time, change, or progress? Time slows down. Which of the following sayings refers to resting during the day? Early to bed, early to rise? Burning the midnight oil? Or take a nap in the afternoon, stay up all night? Nap in the afternoon, stay up all night. The saying, "The early bird catches the worm," describes which kind of person who succeeds? A creative person, a punctual person, or a persistent person? A punctual person succeeds. What does "necessity is the mother of invention" imply about the source of innovation? Is it about luck, need, or desire? It is about need. What does the saying, "It takes two to tango," suggest about some circumstances? Does it suggest it takes conflict, preparation, or teamwork for success in some situations? It means teamwork is important for success. What does the saying, "You'll catch more flies with honey than with vinegar" imply? That hard work pays off? That criticism helps more? Or that kindness works better? It implies that kindness works better. What does the old saying, "can't, never, could" mean? That failure is certain? That trying leads to success? Or some things are impossible? Can't, never, could. That means trying leads to success. What does "the proof is in the pudding" mean in terms of results? That claims, efforts, or experience is the proof in the pudding? It means the claims are in question, but the proof is in the pudding. What does "if it ain't broke, don't fix it" advise against changing? Changing old methods, changing personal habits, or changing working systems? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That refers to changing systems that work. What is implied about worthwhile experiences by saying, "The best things in life are free"? That they are simple, that they are intangible, or they are abundant? The best things in life are intangible. What is the significance of a stitch in time saves nine? Significance of planning, learning, or preventative action. A stitch in time, that refers to taking preventative action. What is the meaning of asking a penny for your thoughts? Are they asking about your future plans, about someone's ideas, or current emotions? A penny for your thoughts? I'm asking for your ideas. What are you thinking about? What should be prioritized over risk according to the saying, better safe than sorry? Is it prioritizing safety, speed, or knowledge? Better safe than sorry means we're going to prioritize safety. Which strategy is emphasized by the saying, slow and steady wins the race? Caution, flexibility, or consistency? Slow and steady emphasizes consistency. Which old saying refers to the consequences of isolation? No man is an island, birds of a feather flock together, or absence makes the heart grow fonder. No man is an island. For what reasons does a house divided cannot stand warn against group behavior? About growth? Does it warn against division? Or about strength? It warns against division. What is encouraged by the saying, don't judge a man until you've walked a mile in his shoes? Does it encourage justice, empathy, or independence? It emphasizes empathy. What is unpredictable according to the quote, the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry? Fate is unpredictable, nature is unpredictable, or effort is unpredictable. Which is it? It means fate is unpredictable. What does the old saying, one rotten apple spoils a whole barrel, imply? Does it imply laziness, negativity, or pessimism? That one rotten apple refers to somebody's negativity. What is meant in the saying, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step? Is it talking about motivation, beginnings, or persistence? That is about beginnings. What does this saying, there's no place like home, describe about one's home? That it is simple, that it is replaceable, or that it is incomparable? There's no place like home. It's incomparable. It's my happy place. What does the line, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link, indicate about groups? That they require uniformity? They need strong leadership? Or does it indicate they are only as strong as their weakest part? They're only as strong as their weakest part. In what ways does don't burn your bridges warn against? Does it warn against taking risks, against being reckless, or about ruining relationships? It's about ruining relationships. According to the saying, a rising tide lifts all boats, who gains from general improvements? Everyone, the majority, or the deserving? Everyone gains from general improvements. What does necessity knows no law imply people do in desperate situations? They avoid risks, they ignore rules, or they seek justice? They ignore the rules. What does the old saying, any job worth doing is worth doing well, mean? Only do easy tasks? Do your best in all tasks? Or do your best, well, in all tasks? 50-50. Do your best in all tasks. What does one swallow does not make a summer mean about the significance of a single example? A trend, a change, or a failure? One swallow does not make a summer. That means a trend. What does give someone an inch and they'll take a mile warn about people's behavior? Does it warn about helping others, being grateful, or overstepping boundaries? That talks about people who overstep boundaries. What effect does absence makes the heart grow fond or suggest being apart has on feelings? It fades the feelings? It confuses the feelings? Or does it strengthen the feelings? It implies it strengthens them. What does, when the cat's away, the mice will play, suggest about people when left unattended? Does it suggest that they'll misbehave, they'll follow the rules, or they'll seek guidance? It means when the cat's away, people will misbehave when they're left unattended. What does you can't make an omelet without breaking eggs implies necessary to achieve something? It requires patience, it requires sacrifice, or it requires cooperation. Can't make an omelet without breaking eggs means it is necessary for patience. What does you reap what you sow emphasize the importance of? Action, the importance of planning, or the importance of investment? It implies the importance of action. What choice does better the devil you know than the devil you don't advise? About new opportunities, unexpected outcomes, or familiar challenges? Better the devil you know means it's better to have familiar challenges. What does the old saying, early to bed and early to rise, make you healthy, wealthy, and wise mean? That rest is key? That sleep leads to success? Or good habits bring success? That saying means good habits bring success. What does a fool and his money are soon parted warn about? Investing wisely, unwise spending, or avoiding financial risks? A fool and his money are soon parted warns against unwise spending. What does there's more than one way to skin a cat suggest about achieving something? That you should seek help, that you should approach life, that you should solve a problem creatively. It means you should solve a problem creatively. Seek other solutions. Okay, good job. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the channel. And share your score in the comments below, please. It really helps. Hey, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for playing.